Hello everyone, my name is Upasna Goswami and today I am present the topic the narrative technique Midnight Children's. These are my personal information. These are a table of content about the author, introduction, first person narrative, oral tradition and storytelling, Western and Indian oral narratology method, magical realism, hybridity, cinematic narrative and conclusion. First of all, about the author. Salman Rushdie is a British Indian author born on June 19, 1947 in Mumbai, India. He gained international fame. For his novel Midnight Children, which won the Booker Prize in 1981. Rushdie is known for his magical realism, blending history and fiction in his work. He faced significant controversy with the publication of the satanic verse in 1988, leading of a fatwa against him by Iran's uh, Ayatollah Khomeini. Rushdie's writing often explores theme of identity, migrations, and cultural clash. He has a continued to write an prolif- uh, prolifies, uh, prolifically producing the numerous novels, essays, and memoirs. Salman Rushdie has received numerous literary awards and honor throughout his career. Introduction. Midnight Children is described as a few autobiographical that combines personal farce and political realism. The narrator Salim Sinine weaves his own childhood story with the history of India, as he was born at the moment of India's independence from a British rule. The novel explores the idea that to understand of one life, you must grasp the entire world. The narrative style is aesthetic, encompassing Salim's story, his family and the nation. The physical discrimination of Salim's reflects the grotesque qualities, including bulbous temples, a bland spot, and enormous nose, and a missing figure. Salim's methodological can be seen as a revenge fantasy, particularly when he observed more popular boys at the school dance, whom has the surname Rushdie. First person narrative style, subjectivity. The story is told from the viewpoint of Salim Sinani, allowing readers to delve deep into his personal thought, emotion, and expression. Intimate connection. Salim's narration established a strong emotional bond with the readers, as they see the world throughout his eyes and feel his joy, struggles, and complexity. Unreliable narrator. Salim's account is colored by his own perspective and memory, making him an unreliable narrator at times, which adds a depth and complexity to the storytelling. Personal growth. The first person narrative allow for exploration of Salim's personal growth and self discovery as he reconnect his life journey, making in the inter, in a introspective and introspective narrative. Character depth. The perspective offer a grounded understanding of of a Salim's character, his cultural background, and his inner conflict, earning the reader's engagement with the story. Emotional impact. The reader can empathize with Salim's experience, making the novel emotionally responsive and providing a more profound connecting to the historical and political event portrayed in his book. Oral tradition and storytelling. Midnight Children's blend diverse cultural influence, including European, Middle Eastern, and South Asian elements, creating a rich narrative like potent. Potence, the novel draw upon both cinematic and literary inspiration, reflecting a fusion of version of artistic form. The use of the use of Teutony as a metaphor suggests that the novel blend is a no is so interact that it's challenging to identify each component. Salim suggestions that children born at a midnight on the day of independence in Indian possess a magical gift is a control plot point. Salim himself possesses the ability to enter other people's mind and see the world throughout their eyes. Other children born at the same time exhibit gift reminiscent of a common themes in a folk talk worldwide, such as mirror travel, healing, propensity, time travel, and shape shifting. There are some example of Western and Indian oral narratologic method. The first image is a Russian doll, Panchatantra, and box within box. In the Midnight Children's, Salman Rushdie use a narrative technique like a Russian box. The story in the story within story, and the second example is Panchatantra. In our Vishnu Sharma Panchatantra, so many stories are there. And just as it is in the Midnight Children's, so many story in there. Second one is Vikram Vetal, Mahabharata and Ramayana. In the Vikram Vetal, Vikram Vetal for narrator tell a story tell a story first and story within story. And Mahabharata, in the Mahabharata divided so many parts. And in the Midnight Children's divided 17 parts. And the Ramayana divided in the magical realism. The concept of magical realism is a complex and has been defined in versions way since 1995. Some likes the Terry Pratchett see magical realism as a more sophisticated than fantasy, will others view it as having a strict rules and a specificity. A common definition of magical realism is that it is a genre of visual style where magical elements are presented in a mundane or artistic settings as if they are commonplace and real. The key aspects is that magic is treated seriously and as a part of everyday life. The term magical realism, organized from a 1925 essay by German art critic Fanon Rowe, although it wants to intuitively used to describe the literature, but rather the new objectivity movement in art. Hybridity. The novel explores various levels of hybridity, emphasize the blending of cultural elements in a post-colonial India. Hybridity contribute to the formation of a new image of India as it transitions from a colonial to a post-colonial nation. Multiple characters from a different culture backgrounds exist in the story. Exemplify the hybridity nature of Indian society. Throughout his hybridity, character reinterpret and create their create our own version of Indian history, challenging the British colony narratives. In Midnight Children, Salim Sinai's a unique identity, born at the stroke of a midnight on Indian independence, reflects the hybridity nature of the nation where he possesses both India and British attribute symbolize the complexity of a post-colonial identity. Cinematic narrative in a Midnight Children. Salman Rushdie employed a viewed and a cinematic description to the creative visual narrative, making the novel feel like a movie. The novel uses a montage effect to jump between different movements in a time, akin to film edition, connecting various events and characters. Like in cinema, the book incorporated flashback and flash forward. The enhance the narrative structure and reveals plot elements gradually. The narrative often shift between different characters. Perspective akin to the way film can change focus between character, offering varied. In the conclusion, the narrative technique in Midnight Children by Salman Rushdie, with its first-person perspective and magical realism, serves to deeply immerse the readers in Salim Sinan's personal journey and a historical tapestry of a post-colonial India. This technique creates intimate and emotionally resonant experience, blending a personal growth, culture exploration, and the complexity of the memory and the objectivity, making it distinctive and compelling narrative. These are my reference. Thank you, and now you can ask me question.
Camera is disconnected.